Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of our Retrouvaille Help Our Marriage channel. This is my husband Terry.
And this is my wife Maria. So today's episode, we want to explore our family of origin and how it affected our relationship.
So our family of origin is basically that environment that you grew up in, the people that you grew up with. And we've all had different models or examples that affect our personality styles.
Yeah, and as we grow, we develop certain behaviors that become part of our own personality traits. So it's crucial to be aware and understand some of those behaviors and how they can actually push your spouse away.
Mm-hmm. My family of origin that I grew up in was a fairly large Italian family, 4 of us girls and 2 boys, and of course my mom and dad. It was very loud, to say the least, and busy. But you know, God bless my mom and dad. They did the best that they could. They were such hard workers, and they really did face a lot of difficult challenges after leaving their beloved Sicily and coming to build a new life here in Canada. Both of my parents had very short and quick tempers. They were very strict, very old school, which often manifested physically and verbally towards each other and us kids.
Yeah, in my family, we had 2 boys, just me and my brother, and of course my mom and dad. And truthfully, they did the best they could with what they had as well. So our family, the best way we dealt with things was to never deal with any issues. We always stayed quiet when problems arose. And we actually let everything build up, and we kept everything inside.
Yeah, and so there you are again. Terry and Maria come together, polar opposites from 2 different worlds. And so Retrouvaille taught us some very important things. The first of which is self-awareness, of course, learning to respect our differences and build on our strengths, and most importantly, having self-control.
Yeah, in our early marriage, following the example of my family of origin, I never ever spoke up because, once again, conflict was a bad thing. So my silence and avoidance made things way worse, and many issues festered instead of them being resolved.
So when we did have an issue, I, on the other hand, was loud and abrasive, and of the mindset that let's just get it out there in the open, you know, and with no regard really for Terry's feelings in the process.
Yeah, I learned that conflict from Retrouvaille. I learned that conflict isn't necessarily a bad thing and doesn't mean the world is going to come crashing down around me. Also, I had the responsibility to make sure I was speaking up, okay, which in the long run helps us grow closer and eventually would improve our communication skills and our intimacy.
And what I learned from Retrouvaille was that I needed to control my anger, my outbursts, and to approach conflict in a calmer, kinder, gentler manner.
So we encourage all of you to explore your family of origin, the good and the bad, and to commit to trying to change those behaviors that are hurting your marriage and your spouse.
Yeah. So in closing, we just want to acknowledge a couple of things, a couple takeaways. Our family of origin definitely can strongly influence who we become. Also, that it is important to acknowledge that if your family of origin had very serious challenges, things like substance abuse, physical, emotional abuse, mental illness issues, infidelity issues, that it can be really, really tough to be self-aware and to change those destructive behaviors or patterns. However, Retrouvaille can help you to change and to heal and to grow your marriage relationship. God bless you.
Take care, everyone.